Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Look, I welcome this motion from the opposition, particularly from my good friend, the member for Casey, although I might not agree with some of his editorial comments, because it's not every day that we get a moment of consensus in this place. But when it comes to artificial intelligence, we all know the stakes are high and that the opportunity is enormous. AI has the potential to transform our economy, to lift productivity and to solve complex national challenges and to make everyday life easier for Australians. Whether it's improving healthcare, boosting productivity, helping small businesses with day-to-day operation or helping individuals navigate complex data, the impact is already being felt right across Australia. In fact, some modelling tells us that AI could contribute up to $200 billion a year to Australia's GDP by 2030 and create an extra 150,000 jobs. But those outcomes don't just happen by default. They require deliberate action, they require investment, they require guardrails, and importantly, they require public trust. And that's exactly what our government is seeking to do, Deputy Speaker. We're taking a clear-eyed, proactive and strategic approach to the opportunities and the risks of artificial intelligence. Our vision for Australia is to be more than just a consumer of AI. We want to be developers, deployers, adapters and trusted users. And we're building that capability from the ground up. That's why we've allocated $1 billion through the National Reconstruction Fund to support critical technologies like AI, backing sovereign capability and helping turn great Australian research into commercial products and services. We've also committed $17 million to set up AI adopt centres across the country so small and medium businesses can access the tools and advice they need to adopt AI safely and effectively. And at the same time, we're investing in the workforce that will power this future, with $47 million going into the Next Generation Graduates program to train job-ready talent in AI and emerging technologies. And it's through programs like the Industry Growth Program and the R&D Tax Incentive, which has already supported nearly $500 million in AI-related projects last year. We're also backing startups and researchers to scale their work and push the boundaries to see what's possible. All of this adds up to a serious and sustained commitment, Deputy Speaker, not just to using AI, but to leading in its development and application right here in Australia for the world. But capability without trust gets us nowhere. At last count, 50% of Australians use AI regularly, but only 36 say they trust it. This is a serious gap, and if we don't close it, we risk losing the social licence to use these tools at scale. A huge shout out to Simon Kennedy, no, not the member for Cook who's here, the Simon Kennedy who lives in Lane Cove. He's head of the Australian Association of Voice Actors. Simon is a local comedian and a voice actor. He understands the inevitability of AI in his workplace and our workplace, but not at the expense of his personal intellectual property. AI unchecked can mimic Simon's voice with only 3 seconds of audio. Simon's voice is his and should not be used without his consent. Ethics in AI is so important, which is why we're embedding it into everything we do on AI. Australia is one of the first countries to develop a set of national AI ethics principles. These guide responsible development and ensure that our approach aligns with community standards. We're also making sure that existing laws apply to AI. Privacy protections, consumer laws, anti-discrimination legislation, online safety regulations, the list goes on. These frameworks already provide critical safeguards, and we're ensuring that they keep pace with technology. We're investing in the scientific understanding of AI systems, not just how they work, but how they fail. We want to know where the risks lie and how we can mitigate harm before it happens, and we're engaging globally. We've signed on to the Bletchley Declaration, the Seoul Declaration, the Hiroshima AI process, and we're active participants in an international network of AI safety institutes. So you'll see there, Deputy Speaker, from that list, and I could go on, I'm running out of time, but a very different characterisation of what this government is doing in the AI space, very different to that presented by the member for Casey in moving his motion. I'm sure we'll have a bit of back and forth here, but this is a really crucial piece of public policy that we need to undertake, and it's the Albanese government that will do it.